Okay, Guardians, I've been meaning to do this for a little bit now. I'm going to demonstrate how easy it is to use the Mapmaker in this. Guardians Frontline. What should we call it? Let's try World Builder. Honestly, typing is probably the hardest part of making a map. Yeah, I like Zephyr. I like all the biomes, but Zephyr's pretty cool. So, the game really cool. When you load in, you get this platform. There's a map that's just generated tiles in front of you. Little green things for spawn points, a spawner to kill, and a warp gate. So what we can do is we can put these around, little like player respawn balls. And we can put the spawner out here, and we can set our player game loading screen, whatever, there. And then this is a little dropship spawn ball. Take a quick snapshot. Put that there. We could put a description in over here. Now, what's neat is that the map is as configurable as you want, really. You can make it a, let's say, a medium map. Go a little bit bigger on that. If I want to, I can raise and lower the terrain. Paint it. And there's other ways to set some of that stuff up. If I want, I can change the atmosphere that we're in, you know, do something really cool like a sort of a pink sunset night sky. And I don't know whether it's worth pointing out, but like down off the side of the map, you can see it's actually started to make some of the changes that I've made on the table on the map down there. The rest of those changes will show up when I hit preview or save, and those changes are like where I've placed these objects. So if I want to, I can come in here and I can start adding cliffs and maybe building out I'm just pulling the trigger and it's placing the object where I set it. Or rather, it's making a copy of the object. Now, it's definitely important. Like, see, there's a bit of a ledge there. The player can't walk across that ledge. If there's too big of a ledge, you might be able to jump as the player, but some of the bugs, the enemies can't. So it's good to try and be careful not to leave too large of gaps and stuff there. But yeah, there's a ton of stuff that you can just build and place and however you want. You just make this map, and when you do, it's important to have a bunch of mineral pieces when you make a conquer map, which is what I decided to go ahead and test, because if you've played the game, you know that there's a game mode where the spawning nest sends out larvae to a bunch of mineral nodes and builds more nests. And it's very helpful for it to have plenty of mineral nodes to send it out to. So, and this isn't even all of the ways in which we can do this. But I'm just putting something out here really quickly. You got whole different map asset sets. The whole Thermogen set, or most of the Thermogen set, a sci-fi set, the dark, and these are all just different assets that you can pull out and build into your map. I'm a big fan of this one. And you can get really good at placing this stuff, and you build out these expansive maps. Some of them are really creatively done as far as like the art, and others are really creatively done as far as the complexity and the design. This map is very three-dimensional, right? The whole game is. So we can place something up high in the sky, and that's walkable terrain. That becomes something that somebody can walk on. You could have sort of this system of platforms that hover, that just float in the sky, that the player can jump up to. Again, the bugs can't jump up there, but the player could. There's ways of doing some other things to make that work better, but yeah, you can build out whole space stations and ships. So real basic, we make sure that we have some enemies in the AI tab. We've built out a little bit of a level. We gave it a name and we built the level out. We can select our music. We could change the landscape that surrounds us. And then there's some settings that we could adjust. All of these are pretty customizable for this game mode that we're in Conquer. But at its most basic, that's it. We just made a map. So I can hit save, or maybe I'll just hit preview. Right, and now our map is out here. I just teleported down onto the map from my map maker table up there, and we've got all of this whole map that we just created. The walkable terrain, the forest. I'm out here on it. I'm not actually in a game with it right now, even though it's fully built. But just like that, I made my own level for this. And now that I've walked it and checked it out, we can see it. I can hit play. And we'll actually play this game that I just made, this map. The way that it's set up. That was quick, right? And if I'm playing multiplayer with my friends, make that map published, make it public, and I'd be playing with them right now. Put out a turret or two. There may be an issue. I didn't actually configure those waves. It said it did, but oh my. Yep. And as you can see over here, in this game mode Conquer, it already expanded to another crystal node. So I've demonstrated the game, the map making at its most basic. I'm not the greatest at talking while playing, but you can see just how easy it is to use. In my opinion, how cool it all is. Where are they all? Cow. Ah, that's right. Goodness. Yeah, very simple, quick map that we made in just that short time, and honestly played pretty well. So, enjoy.